Hello, everyone. This is Dorla, and I'm here with Mindy.
Hi, everyone.
And we co-authored Piano Pyramid Explorers, and most of book three is just your arrangements and mine of Piano Pyramid. So that's why you see us here every week together, is because we've done all these things together. The summer piano clubs that we just talked about, that so many of you purchased, we did those together too. Um, and we have a whole bunch of more projects coming along. A few weeks ago, we started with this starter kit, Piano Pyramid starter kits, and it was such a good idea that we're going back to the drawing board and making the multi-level starter kit even better, right, Mindy? And
hmm
then we just had a webinar about the Pyramid Explorers, Primer A, which is for ages 4 to 5. Um, Fantastic webinar that we shared with so many teachers, and it went really well. So we've added another starter kit for ages 5 to 6. And so the reason we're doing and adding these starter kits is because when you start group piano, it's tough. And you know your students are going to have different levels, different needs, and we don't want to be over planning, which we do anyway, because we want to make sure everything we can do or that we don't run out of things to do. But with Piano Pyramid, um, what we've the goal is to answer all of those challenges that you have in a group piano class, making it manageable, making it joyful, making music with your students. And when I was learning group piano many years ago, I jumped into every single new curriculum that I could find. But I realized that not every teacher wants to do that, not even with Piano Pyramid, because it is an investment. So made a lot of investments. I know, Mindy, you have the very similar story. And so that's where the starter kits come in. That's where we are making it easier for you to figure out if this really is going to work before making that big investment. So they're your chance to test drive the method with no pressure. Just open it, you teach it, and see how it works.
hmm And in our original version of the starter kit, we had just provided one lesson. And then we're like, well, teachers can figure it out and they can go get other freebies that we offer and they can put together a lesson. And then we asked ourselves why we were doing that because we both feel like you need to give this way of teaching the old college try. You need to hang in there for at least 4 weeks, if not more. I felt like 6 to 8 weeks is going to be optimal of doing it before you find your groove or your students find your groove. But we wanted it to be, so we needed to add more. So that's what we're currently doing is adding more to the multi-level starter kit. So you have an entire month's worth of lesson plans and resources to give, it gives you everything that you need to teach Piano Pyramid for a month at a really very, very reasonable price.
Mhm.
We want you to be able to try it before, and not just trust us, not just believe us when we say this works and it's awesome. We want you to have that experience too. So here's some other benefits of the starter kit. Well, so for one, we were just talking about accessibility. It is accessible for anybody. When we finish getting all of the starter kits written, it will literally be from anyone age 4 to 104. Any student that comes through your doors, you will have a starter kit ready to go. So we hope you find that of value. The second thing is that the starter kits are going to let you sample an actual experience. And the thing is it's one thing to read the lesson plan as a teacher and go, yeah, I don't know. kit and just kind of like pick and choose of what's going to work with what you've seen work. But you just need to commit to doing it the way we've written it out. Because when I made the switch to piano pyramid in my studio, the change was stunning in the amount of engagement I had with my kids, how much more successful they felt, how much happy they were coming to class. And so it wasn't just like me deciding to commit, it was like all of us deciding to commit, and it was wonderful. So we want to provide an actual experience for you so you don't have to take our word for it. I already mentioned that we are working on kits for any age students. So as of the date that we recorded this, there are 2 starter kits in the store for the Pyramid Explorer age group. These are the young pianists. We have the Primer A for 4 to 5-year-olds and Primer B for 5 to 6-year-olds. We are putting the finishing touches on multi-level, and we'll have that in the store. And if you have already purchased the starter kit, keep your eyes on your inbox because we've got something for you. Yeah, and then we'll have, so we'll finish with the young pianists. We'll have Primer C for 6 to 7-year-olds and Primer D for 7 to 8-year-olds. We don't have specific curriculum for adults because the ages 8 and up is literally 8 and up. The piano pyramid works fantastically for adults as well, and you don't have to purchase anything different to make that work. So whatever demographic you enjoy teaching, there will be a starter kit that you can purchase to give it a try. And then the fourth one, as Dorla was saying at the beginning, we wanted to make this a stress-free experience for you. We did not want you to have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff or revamp, your teaching materials or anything. Everything you need is in the kit. Everything for you, everything for your students. And all you have to do is just follow the plan.
Yes, that's so important to follow the plan. So if you're feeling curious or maybe overwhelmed by group teaching, the best thing to do is to start with a starter kit. You need to give it 4 to 6 weeks. I know we've given you 4 weeks, but with the freebies that we've given you free ensembles in the past, and many of you have downloaded them. Look them up in your computer file. You can continue doing it for, we've given you 4 weeks. You can do another song for another 2 to 4 weeks and really get, like Mindy says, the groove of how to teach the multi-level piano pyramid pieces. Now, if you follow the plan, it's going to get easier and easier and easier, and you're not going to spend time always planning or over planning. We give you time in the multi-level to add solo pieces, to add another method book if you want. But one of those biggest questions is, how do I keep everybody, on the same page? Well, we figured that out. We keep them on the same page by giving everybody the level that they need to be on. So nobody's waiting for anybody else.
Of the same song.
Of the same song, yes. So that's what we do with the children ages 8 and up and with adults. So everybody can be playing, Passacaglia at different levels. Then the following week, we can all be playing 11. We're playing the same song, making music together. And if you haven't tried it, it's going to feel like, oh, what are they talking about? That's impossible. But we give you step by step in the starter kit. You will see exactly the lesson plans that we use with the curriculum. And everything will begin to feel easier, easier, easier until you realize what Mindy and I do is that we don't have to do planning over the weekend. We can just, I know you think, oh, you guys wrote the curriculum, so, of course you know what to do. We've forgotten what we did, what we've done, what we wrote last summer, is not exactly what we wrote in the book. So we do have to open it up and read through it and get our stuff together, and then it all comes back. But it's very easy to do if you follow the plan. Once you have that ease of, oh, you know what to do next, you know the routine, then it's easier to be flexible because you know now
Uh,
you know where you can be flexible and what things are important for the children to continue to follow your guidance.
yeah.
Yeah. I talk too much. I get excited about this. I get excited about it.
No, it is. It is exciting.
Yeah.
If you find that you're having success with the starter kit and you want just a little bit more, but you're still not there ready to commit to the full curriculum experience, you could also supplement your classes with any of the summer piano clubs. They're written with the same flow and outline as a regular class. They just have more if you wanted to make your classes longer. But if you just need resources like, theory pages and pieces,
Absolutely. Mhm.
just just do those.
Yeah. And a little nudge to our private piano teacher friends. The summer piano clubs, I know it's not a starter kit, but the summer piano clubs work really well with private lessons, with private students, or any of the music camps that we have. Um, I've always had private students doing it. And you just pick and choose what you want to use each week. There's so much in each of the lessons. All right, I'm going to stop yapping. So we'll put the link in the comments for to go directly to the starter kits if you're interested. And or you can watch the webinar also, even though we sent it to everybody. If you didn't get it, let us know in the comments and we'll get it to you. But yeah, we're giving you different ways that you can get started depending on the age group you want to teach so that you can be successful. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
All righty, everyone. Thanks for being with us today, for listening to us talk about group piano, and we will see you next time.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a
Bye-bye.
good week.